What's going on, JRT Prod Squad? It's your boy Johnny here with JRT Productions. Man, today's video, I just wanted to talk a few minutes about DIY, doing it yourself, versus taking it to a shop and getting the work done like that. So I take into consideration 4 different things. The first thing is cost. The second thing is time. The third thing, warranty-ish. Yeah, warranty. And the fourth thing, the difficulty of the labor for whatever modification that you're trying to do. Okay, so when it comes to, and there are pros and cons to each one of these. But the first thing, as far as the cost is concerned, when you're doing it yourself, you buy the part, you don't have to worry about paying anyone labor or anything like that, unless you get a friend to help you and you trying to, you want to shoot them a couple, $20 or something like that. I don't know, depending on what it is. And so as far as the cost is concerned, you come out cheaper doing it yourself that way. And as far as the cost is concerned and the taking it to the shop, yeah, you're gonna have to pay for labor to get it done. Which leads me to my next point, which is the time. So when you're doing something yourself, depending on modification it is, depending on which one it is, you're doing it yourself, you're probably gonna take a lot longer to do it than versus going to a shop and letting them do whatever you're having done to the car. So you have to just take consideration about that. So you're gonna have to take a whole lot of time to do it yourself, or take it to a shop and let somebody else do it while you're at work, or you handle whatever other business that you have going on. Alright, and the third thing is as far as warranty is concerned. So when you're doing something yourself, you take it apart, you break it down, you put whatever part you're putting on and put it back together. Granted, nothing happens. So if something does happen in this breakdown, put it back together process, that's on you. It's gonna be on you, player. That might be extra money that you'll have to come out of pocket with, versus going to the shop and letting them do it. If anything happens, then that's on them. You messed this up, man. I need you to fix it right now, and I'm not paying anything else for it. They take care of it and you're good to go. So that's something else to think of. And as far as the fourth thing that I mentioned, which is just the difficulty of putting the part on itself. So when you get certain things done to your car, let's take, for example, my iBox Sportline springs that I had put on recently. Now, my buddy Keith, man, he and Shaka put his springs on his car, on his Challenger RT. Me, I didn't. I went to the shop and had it put on because honestly, I ran out of time. I didn't have the time to actually, break it down. I mean, I didn't have the time. I didn't have the tools. So if you don't have the time, if you don't have the tools like that, then that's a real big thing, I think. Like, you really don't want to start a project and you don't have the tools to finish it. So these are things, honestly, I think that everyone should think about when you're considering doing something yourself, a modification to your car yourself, versus taking it to a shop and just letting them do it. You pay out the extra money, you get it done the right way, and if anything happens to it, you find you a good shop, hopefully they don't charge you a whole lot, then you don't have to worry about doing it yourself. As far as the time is concerned, you can take it, drop it off to them for a few hours, they can come back and get it, and you're done with it. And also, it's under warranty. And the fourth thing is, the labor and the hard work or whatever. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just pay the money for somebody else to do it. So these are things that I hope that each one of y'all, everyone thinks about when you're considering doing these modifications. Taking it to the shop is good. Depending on the complexity of the modification, doing it yourself is good too, because it saves you some money. But I know for me, in my case, it varies, man. It depends on the difficulty of it. Because my garage does not have every tool that I need to do all the modifications to this car that I want to do. And I want my stuff done right, and I don't want it to break on me later or anything like that. Or if it does, I don't want it to be an expensive break. Something like paint chipping or something, I can fix that. That's no problem. But anything under the hood, shock struts wise, something like that breaks, something just breaking. I don't want to do any of that type of work myself, to where I'll have to pay a whole lot of money extra for somebody else to fix a problem that just could have been avoided because of my lack of knowledge or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out to you guys, because the next modification that I'm doing, I really want to do it myself, but I don't have the tools and I don't have the time to do it, because I'm trying to make money moves in other areas. And honestly, this is something that I can just take it right down the street, you know, to my affordable shop, and they can do it themselves and have it done right. Alright, so if this is your first time at the channel, don't forget to hit that like button if you liked the video. And also, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. My information is in the description below. JRTProductions3 for Instagrams, J_rocks3 for Snapchat. Also, guys, comment below, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on what you think, okay? So, this is Johnny with JRT Productions, man. I'll hit y'all back. Y'all stay safe out here in these streets, and don't forget to bless up. I'm out. Peace.